Horror movies can knock the wind out of your lungs and leave us wide awake at night. Can you recall sleeping well the night after seeing your last horror flick? Okay, now just think about it. What if those horror stories were actually based on real-life events? Creeped out already? To intensify those shivers, here is our list of the top 10 horror movies that have been based on real-life stories. Before proceeding, do subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Veronica, 2017. One of Netflix's biggest horror hits, Veronica, follows the story of a girl who unwittingly contacts a supernatural world when playing Ouija with her friends. The story was apparently inspired by a real-life incident from Madrid, when a girl called Estefania Lazaro died mysteriously after playing Ouija with her friends. Till date, her parents remain convinced that her death had an otherworldly influence. The Rite, 2011. This film starring Anthony Hopkins follows the story of a seminary student and a priest who jointly exorcise a woman. It was based on a real-life incident from 2005 when a priest named Father Gary Thomas had to exorcise a married woman whose family claimed she had violent outbursts. The film didn't fare too well but was worth a watch for Hopkins' performance. Are you scared already or ready for more? The Exorcism of Emily Rose, 2005. This legal drama horror flick followed the story of a lawyer who defends a priest accused of homicide when the girl he's exorcising suddenly dies. The movie was based on the real-life case of Anneliese Michel, who suffered epilepsy during her teenage years. Her sudden aversion to religious objects made her parents consult a priest to exorcise her. After a total of 7 exorcisms, Anneliese died in 1976 from severe pneumonia. Her parents and the priest were both charged with negligent homicide. Child's Play, 1988. This movie follows the horrifying tale of a doll that is possessed by the spirit of a serial killer. Chucky was said to be based on the real toy Robert the Doll, which was owned by American painter Robert Eugene Otto, who was apparently given the doll by a servant who was skilled in the craft of voodoo magic. The Haunting in Connecticut, 2009. This film follows the story of a family who is forced to relocate on account of their son's health. Yet, the new home is full of terrors and a supernatural history. This movie was reportedly based on the real-life story of the Snedeker who relocated in 1986 to live closer to their son's hospital. The family said that they had been terrorized by demons during their stay there, and they later discovered their new home was actually a former mortuary. Annabelle, 2014. In this truly terrifying movie, a young couple begins to experience supernatural events after they get a doll that is possessed. This was based on a real-life story from the 1970s of a young girl named Donna, who was gifted a doll that was later claimed to be holding the spirit of a girl called Annabelle Higgins. The doll moved on its own and even supposedly wrote notes. What do you think, guys? Have you heard about the Annabelle doll before the movie was released? Let us know in the comments. The Conjuring, 2013. Undoubtedly one of the biggest horror flicks from the past decade. The Conjuring follows the tale of a family who face supernatural spirits once they move into their new home. This movie was supposedly based on a true story of the Perron family who were tormented by a spirit known as Bathsheba when they relocated to a new house. They were aided by demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren in reality too, just like what was shown in the movie. Now get ready for the top 3. The Conjuring 2, 2016. The huge success of The Conjuring spawned part 2 of the movie series that was also based on another real-life story, this time set across the seas in Enfield, England, when a mother and her young children begin experiencing hauntings in their home. This movie was based on another story from the 70s when Peggy Hodgson and her daughters began to hear strange noises in their home. One of the Hodgson's daughters was apparently even possessed and would speak in strange voices. Is it just me, or there are too many stories of horror and hauntings from the 70s? The Amityville Horror, 1979. This movie follows the tale of a family who experienced ghostly movements in their new home, which was the site of a horrific mass murder. It was apparently based on the real-life residents of the Lutz family, who experienced many scary incidents, including levitating people after moving into their new home. I've got the shivers already just talking about it. Before we unveil the final horror movie to make it to this list, we want to hear from you. What's the scariest horror film that you have ever seen? Let us know in the comments below and let's see which film comes out on top. The Exorcist, 1973. Any surprises here? I guess not, for The Exorcist makes it to almost every horror film countdown as a cult classic. What you probably do not know is that the movie is based on the real-life exorcism of a boy that took place way back in 1949. Like what you saw? Do support us by hitting the like button. Comment below and let us know the ones you're eager to catch. Hope you enjoyed our video and do not forget to share. For more great content, subscribe to our channel. See you next time.